Howdy folks, this is Jared with Fluty Homestead, and today we're going to be documenting this old log cabin here. We're going to be measuring it and seeing what all the damaged logs we have, and we're going to document this so it can be took down, and we're going to be rebuilding it, and we're going to be cutting it down to make a smaller cabin, because as you see, one side has significant damage to it. So we're going to just do some measuring and documenting and see what size cabin we can get out of this. If you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe. I sure do appreciate it. Okay, you can see here, this side is in really good shape and has some real nice patina to it. And this cabin is 16 feet wide, 16 and a half feet counting the log to log. Logs are about 6.5 inches thick, and the thickest log I found down low was about 20 inches in the thickest spot down there before it gets rotten. And this is the worst side, the front. And as you see, as typical log cabins that I've run across in this area anyway, had 2 front doors and had 2 windows. And also, this is a double pen cabin. They've had a log wall in the middle, separating 2 rooms. The right side is smaller than the left, and I think this might have been more of the bedroom area, and that was more the living area. And it has a double fireplace, still intact. And let's see. As you see, the top here has significant damage to the top logs and this back side. I'll get over here. And there was a strip mine in here, I think. And when they put the road in years ago, looks like it just filled in behind here and, you know, it rotted out. So, looks like after you get above that bottom log, all of them is good. Over here, the cabin's about 30 feet long. All right, you see this side, the bottom logs have pretty well fell out, but I don't think they've been out very, very long, because these 2 are still good and solid. So I don't think they've been out very long. Covered in probably poison ivy. If it is, I'll have to steer clear of that. Excuse me. So we'll walk right down here. I'll show you this fireplace. We're going to try to take it down as well, if we can. It's a double hewn stone fireplace. Goes all the way out the top. Just mud together. And it has a doorway between the 2 pins right here. And the floor is still in that one, but this side, you know, where it's been rotted out, there's no floor left. There's 3 of these big logs here that was floor joist left. And then the rest of them, somebody may have probably already took the floor off of this and used it somewhere. And it looks like this cabin, of course, has never had electricity or running water in it. I did find newspapers on the wall up until World War II, so that was probably in the 40s was probably the last time it was ever lived in. So we'll go around to the back side and I'll show you the back side. Okay, we'll come around the back, and I gotta get over this electric wire to keep these cows in. I don't want to get shocked. Okay, feels good over here, the sun's shining. But getting muddy too. Okay, here's the back of the cabin, and as you see, it's in pretty good shape. Those logs look really nice. The only bad I've seen from the bottom up here is in this back corner, of course, so that's where about all the damage is. But if you can see up top where this vine goes up, those top 2 notches, about the top one about 4 foot back, has rotted really bad. The second one down, the end is rotted pretty badly, but the rest of these are in good shape all the way down. Except the seal log. It is rotted about, I don't know, 12 feet over, maybe 15. It's solid until there, and then it's rotted through. So that one about always has to be changed anyway. But it's in good shape on this side. It's high up. Somebody in time has put these telephone poles under it and probably saved it for what they have, and these cows eat under it. This side you see is in good shape. So from what I've looked at, which I haven't been able to climb up into it because it's so rotten, I'm not climbing in it. I think all this can be used really well. So we're going to try to pull a measurement on this and try to see what we can do with it, what size we can get. And I think we can use at least half of it. So we'll find out. Also, if you can see up top where the roof's blowing off, let me back up here. There's 3 big rocks that's fell over on the top of the chimney. You can't hardly see them from the camera, but they're just laying on that tin. So man, have to be really careful. You don't want to pull one of them big rocks over on your head, it'd probably kill you. But looks like the top has got some really had some really nice hewn stone for the top of the chimney. So hopefully we can get them off of there and save them and reuse them. So we're going to do some measuring now. We'll see what we can come up with. Okay, to that first opening there, we got 23 feet of good logs on the back. So I'm going to see if, how many of them top logs is good on there, and we might be able to make a 16 by 23 or 22 foot cabin out of this. Okay, we're back to the front side. And as you can see, up at the top 2 logs is pretty damaged. So my thinking now is if we can do a 22 foot cabin or 23, we may have to lower it down 1 round and use 1 log from the other side and bring it over here to even it back out. And even if we do, there'll be plenty enough room up in the top, because right now there's almost a 7 foot ceiling up to above this window, and then there's a good another 7 or 8 feet to the top of the logs and then to the peak. So we could lower it down 2 rounds if we need to and still have a good loft in it. Okay, here's the inside, and I mainly wanted to video some of this just so we'd have like a before and after. And here's this side of the fireplace. An old running gears from my wagon there. And looks like there's a little bit of damage to some of that stone. Let me get up in here. This side you can walk in. Yeah, that bottom rock has got some cracks in it. And same over here. On the back side here, there's some cracks, but all in all, the mantle rock and the hearths and stuff seem pretty good. Some real pretty old wood right here that they've planed all that down to dress it up for their mantle. And looks like some of that might be walnut. Can't really tell right now. It's kind of dirty where it's been abandoned for so long. But as you can see up into the top, all those logs are in good shape. You see there's plenty of room up in here. I'm gonna raise my camera up. Those logs are all nice. And I think it'll work out really well. This cabin is going to be rebuilt and used for like camp outs and family get-togethers and such. So I think if we could get at least 20-foot cabin, 16 by 20, that would be a nice size little cabin to come and stay in. Here's the original door jambs, door frames. You see it's got the square nails in it. Everyone's got 2 to 3 square nails in it where they join to a log. And I don't know if you can see this good. This has been the old hinges. And I found several of these old decorative hinges in old cabins that I've been in. And the door's gone on this one, but the hinges are still around. Same with this side. And the window still has square nails in it. It's kind of dark in here. This board still has some of the old square nails in it, and it's all, they planed all of it down to make their place pretty. And you can see too, the board here that's holding their ceiling joists, they all have big square nails nailing it to the wall. So that would date this cabin to at least pre-1890s, because I'm pretty sure the 1880s is about the last they started to quit making the square nails, except for the old stock. And you can correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I think after the 1890s the round shank nails started coming out and being the most common. Okay, I wanted to document this real quick. This is underneath of the high side. You can see those oak floor joists, but what I wanted to show you was, you notice the floorboards, they battened the floorboards, and that's the first I've run across that. Every crack has a small batten strip under it, so they've done that as they laid the floor, and I thought that was really interesting. I'll see if I can get a better angle of it. But that's the first I've run into that. So I thought that was pretty neat. There's the rest of their wagon, looks like. Okay, I'm gonna get back out from under here now. Okay, that's all I got for this video. And I just wanted to do some video of this cabin before we take it down, to kind of document how it was before we moved it. And that way you can see the progress from when we're finished. So I appreciate y'all watching, and if you enjoy these kind of videos, make sure you subscribe, because we're going to have a video of the whole process of moving this cabin, from labeling it, taking it down, and rebuilding it. So we'll take you along with us, and I really appreciate y'all, and I hope you have a very blessed day.